welcome to Eileen News Update, February 18th, 2011, Episode 1, YouTube Edition. I'm your main anchor, Erik Olson.
And I'm your co-anchor, Eileen Meier.
Well, Eileen, since this is your actual first real episode on Eileen News Update, and instead of being a part of just a cast member and a spectator of working a late night shift, how do you feel about actually being a co-anchor of Ellen News Update?
I'm pretty excited. I can say some funny stuff.
Okay, well, let's move on to today's top headline. Alright. Alrighty. Today's top headline. Facebook adds civil unions option to profiles. Now, I don't know why they want to announce that they put civil unions and domestic partnerships on as an option for on Facebook. I don't know why they want to announce it, but I don't know. What's your take on it, Eileen?
That's just weird.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It is kind of weird. Weirder from Facebook. You might expect that from MySpace. I don't know. Yeah, let's move on to this week's top 4 headlines. This week's top 4 headlines. Number 1. Lindsay Lohan set to appear on David Letterman's show and will present the top 10 list. Wow, more publicity for Miss Lohan. Like she got enough troubles on her butt already, but I don't know. Well, what's your take on Eileen?
Well, you said she's supposed to be pronouncing the top 10. Top 10 of what?
I didn't read much into the story, and plus I didn't see the episode of her presenting the top 10 list, but I'm sure it's probably something, maybe like the top 10 reasons why she went to rehab or something. I don't know. well, whatever it is, it might have been insulting. Who knows?
Top 10 people in rehab! Yeah! And I'm number 1. That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she definitely said. No, not really. Alright, well, let's see. Number 2. Ohio man proposes to his girlfriend with a bus ad. Well, isn't that exciting? Proposed to a girlfriend on a dirty bus or outdated bus with an ad. I guess it works for some people. I mean, there's other ways to pop the question, but what's your take on this, Eileen?
It's a bit odd. Like, I definitely would want something more romantic, like proposing to me at the Eiffel Tower, like my grandma did.
Oh, that's definitely romantic. And of course, France is known to be romantic anyway. Well, Paris too. Yeah, well, which is in France. So, yeah. Well, that just means that I guess today's standards for popping the question has become lower and lower and lower, I suppose. But let's go on to number 3. Number 3. Poll looks at feelings on declawing cats and debarking dogs. Now, what are they? Well, declawing cats, sure, so they don't mess up the furniture. But debarking dogs? What? They're gonna take the bark out of the dog? How can they do that?
Well, I've actually seen it happen. Well, first, I had a declawed cat, and I found out he couldn't actually, fight for himself. So that's why my latest cat isn't declawed. And also, with debarking dogs. I've seen that too, and it's so sad. It's like it was like a miracle that he got to bark in his own little way. It's like it was almost because his owner ripped the whatever it was, you know, and that made him bark, and and somehow God made it so he could, bark again in his own cute little way. It's like, yay! You can't do that to a dog.
No, no.
It's just wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's another political macho, whatever. Well, let's go on to the last headline for today. Something a little bit more positive for our handy dandy folks. And that is Home Depot hires 60,000 nationwide and 1,000 across Detroit for jobs. Well, that's good for the economy. At least people are getting hired. But, those numbers might be good, but who knows? Maybe half of those people might get fired or laid off within a couple of weeks. Yeah, sure, they got hired, but you don't really know if they're going to be sticking around that job. I don't know. What's your take on it, Eileen?
Well, they may have, brought some other jobs, but from what I heard last night, they took away a lot of jobs from film in Michigan. And it's like, that's so retarded. We just fought to get them, get film jobs here, and now we're getting it taken away.
Yeah, I mean, we offer tax breaks for movies to come in here to film Michigan and stuff, and then all of a sudden, no, we can't do that. Well, I mean, Detroit, everybody's leaving Detroit. You want to get some business, you gotta, give the movie people, I mean, I'm sure the movie people will love to, go into Detroit and build their stuff here and we can make money here in Michigan, but if they're taking stuff away, we can't really much do that, can we? No. Alright, well, that's it for the headlines for Ellen News Update, February 18th, 2011, Episode 1, YouTube Edition. I'm your main-anchor, Erik Olson.
And I'm your co-anchor, Eileen Meier.
And right after this, you'll see the 3-minute and 54-second video of me discussing what's to come, and then after that, you'll see a list of websites and to contact more information. So, and feel free to leave us a comment to see if you guys like the show or you got any questions. We might just be able to put it on air for you. Now, of course, we don't have a special guest this week, and we don't have a live reporter scene. But if you guys really like the show, we might just expand and have a fake live reporter scene for you guys. So stay tuned. And now we'll move on to our new 5-minute break right now. Hello YouTube viewers, I'm Erik Olson, and welcome to the brand new 5-minute break of Erik Mons of Late Night Productions electronic billboard. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ellen News Update, YouTube Edition, with me as your main anchor, Erik Olson, and my brand new co-anchor, Eileen Meier. You can check out Eileen Meier on our YouTube channel at Cosplayer1000. I have a link on my YouTube channel to make it, so you can find her more easily. It's under Erik Mons of Late Night Network. Well, I'm sure you'll find it out. Now, I'm sorry to say it took me a little time to upload this video. I'm very, very sorry. But I've been quite busy doing some other stuff, like getting a job, a real job, and doing some house chores and stuff. I just really didn't have the time to upload this video. So at least it's up now, and we will be recording another show this Friday, unless something changes. We might have to record the next day, which has kind of happened. Well, actually happened last time, but well, this one anyway. But still, either way, it's up, and we will be doing episode 2, and Eileen's very, very excited to be a part of it as the co-anchor. At least, you know, she can put out her talent, I suppose. Now, we will eventually go on to like the fake live reporter scene, and maybe have a special guest, which I don't know, may not work out too well, but we'll see. We'll try to figure that out. We might have to make up guest, and of course we'll always make up the fake live reporter scene. Sometimes it could be real, depending on our situation. Eileen lives in Ann Arbor, I live in Linwood, so we have to. Basically, the reason why you hear Eileen's voice as slow as it is because I use this mic and my PC speakers, and we voice chat over Yahoo's, and I use Windows Movie, well, not Movie Maker. Well, I'm actually using Windows Movie Maker creating this video, but besides the point, I use Windows Sound Recorder to record our voice. So that's why why Eileen's voice is kind of lower than mine, because I'm talking into the mic here. And the last time I did use my external speakers, which didn't really help too much because, well, yeah, that's computers, I suppose, trying to protect you guys from overmodulating or whatever. Well, I'm running out of time for this video ad, and you'll see a list of websites where you can contact me or have comments or suggestions for the show, and we welcome them. So leave a comment and do some improv. Yeah.